I don't know if it's going or not. Oh, there it's going. Howdy, y'all. All right. So, radical environmentalist groups hate GMOs, and they think it's the end of the world, and they would like for them to not exist in the market at all. Industrial scale farmers use them because they're more resilient, which means that they can get bigger crop yields, which means they can have more money. Organic farmers obviously don't produce GMOs, but they benefit from GMOs because they label their food non-GMO, and most people associate that with negative connotation, so they can make more money off of their non-GMO food. And that didn't need quotes. Like, it's not GMO if it's organic. Anyway, so Monsanto completely benefits from GMOs because they create them and then sell them to everybody. Sell all the seeds and whatnot. So they benefit significantly. I think the federal agencies kind of hate them because GMOs are more resilient because they're made from strands of bacteria and viruses. They're more resilient to pesticides, or they become accustomed to pesticides quicker. So then the biotech companies like Monsanto have to create other pesticides that then the U.S. Government agencies have to research and figure out if they're actually bad for humans. And usually by the time that happens, there's already another pesticide that they're using. So retail food companies, I think, like having GMOs because of the consistency of their products. One of the major hindrances to business is risk, and so if you can have constant inventory of things that people always buy, your risk is pretty low, and so I think they enjoy that. And then the American consumer, I think the average American consumer doesn't really care whether their food is GMO or not, but then you have the particular specialized American consumer that shops at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and whatnot, and only buys non-GMO. So pros and cons of GMO. Pros is consistency, so we can have things that aren't in season whenever we want, or like not paying extra for guacamole because we GMO'd avocados. It keeps the prices down also for that exact same reason because they're consistent, supply and demand. And then you can mass produce them because more of the crop survives because it's more resilient. So the cons are allergy risks for people. I remember reading a story a couple years ago of a lady who ate at Taco Bell, and they had genetically modified the corn with some kind of shellfish gene, and she was deathly allergic to shellfish, and she died. So it's kind of a big deal. Environmental impacts, any farms that are downstream of a GMO farm is technically not able to call themselves organic if they use that same water that comes from the runoff of the GMO farms. And then new diseases from genetically modifying bacteria and viruses, like the likelihood that any of those genetically modified plants can create a new disease or mutate into a new disease is a lot higher. So my personal views on GMOs is that I think that a lot of it, the consistency part and keeping the price down is good, but the pesticide thing is not good for the average American. And if it were, affordable on a mass scale to buy non-GMO food, I think everyone should buy non-GMO food because then you don't have toxins in your body. But yeah, that's pretty much it.